Joe Biden wants you to pay way more in gift tax. Don't say I didn't warn you. If this guy wins again in 2024, you're going to see some significant tax increases in 2025. And this is just, we're going to talk about the gift tax here. So let's just go into it. I'm appreciative that Sniffy Joe put this out for all to see, because it's literally, he's telling you, we're going to freaking hammer you guys, dude. All right, so a couple things I want to go into. He talks about the crummy trust. I found this was interesting. Let me hold a second. We'll get into crummy trust stuff here in a second, but exclusion from gift tax for annual gifts. The first $18,000 made to each donee in 2024 are excluded from the donor's taxable gifts, and therefore does not use any of the donor's lifetime exclusion of gift and estate taxes. And if memory serves, I think you got $5.25 million for lifetime exclusion. So you can stroke me a check right now for $5 million, and you should right now. Get your old buddy Josh. It's not subject to gift tax. Remember, gift tax, the guy who makes the gift is responsible for the gift tax. All right, just FYI. So who's out there? Well, Penelope. We'll say Penelope out there writes me a check for $5 million because she liked my stance on the abortion law. I saw a comment old Penelope posts about there. She actually did not, but she goes, Josh, I really like your stance on the Arizona abortion law. I'm going to send you $5 million. That's not subject to tax to me, and it's certainly not subject to any tax to her either, because of the $5.25 complete lifetime exclusion on gifts. I know you're like, oh, I don't have that kind of money. Yeah, well, a lot of people do, and a lot of people, not only that, they have a lot of money they want to give away to their kids while they're still young enough to enjoy it, if that makes sense. And $18,000, that's not even that much anymore. Look, if my mom gave me $18,000, I'd be in hog heaven. It ain't gonna happen. But I get it. It's a lot of money, but then again, it's not. It's a lot of money, but then it's not. I'm just telling you right now. So anyway, you get $18,000 a year. So you can literally give, and they say it right here, the annual gift tax exclusion is indexed for inflation, and there's no limit on the number of donees, number of people you can give that to. To qualify the exclusion, each gift must be of a present value rather than a future interest. So you basically have to, they actually say it right here. A present interest is the unrestricted right to the immediate use, possession, and enjoyment of the property. All right. Generally, a contribution to a trust contribution to a trust for the donee is a future interest. So it's not you're not actually gifting money, all right, because it's still in your estate because you're giving it for a future reason, unless it's an irrevocable trust. Essentially, a gift is you have to get it out of you say, I have no longer control of this money. That guy has the control of this money. That guy being a trust or that guy being Joe Schmo. You know what I'm saying? But I no longer control it. I'm giving you the money. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. You are now the owner of the said money. You can do whatever. That's just that simple, man. If you still have control, an arm's length control even, the IRS is going to flag you and say, did you truly make a gift? And if the answer is, looks like you still have some control over that, it's going to be subject back into your estate. Anyway, I haven't done a lot of estate stuff lately for the last probably 5 years. So it's kind of fun to revisit this, actually. It's been a long time, actually. We had a good debate. Not debate's too strong a word. A good dialogue with this tax attorney last night on the live stream. A lot of fun. And I learned a couple things from that guy. So good stuff, man. I forgot the guy's name. I think his name was Joe and his last name was Schmo. All right, so anyway, so what's happening? Generally, contribution to a trust is for the donees a future interest. It's not a gift. Now, what a crummy is, we're going to go down here real quick. Right here. Because the annual per donee is the recipient of the money, is a gift tax exclusion is available only for gifts of a present interest. Taxpayers making a gift in trust usually give the trust beneficiary a limited right to withdraw the amount you're putting into the trust through a thing called a crummy letter. And a crummy letter is so they call it a crummy trust. It's just saying, hey, I've made this contribution to this trust on your behalf. You have the right to take money out of there right now. So it's a future interest, but I'm giving you this letter that says it's a present interest as well. Very interesting. And a lot of times we'll see these crummy trusts set up all the time. Generally, a crummy power makes the gift in trust a present interest gift if timely notice of the existence of the power is given to the donee. However, the cost to the taxpayers of complying with the notice and record maintenance requirements associated with crummy powers is significant. It's not that hard. You're just literally saying, literally, if the IRS ever asks you, say, let me show you the crummy letter. Did you ever give an annual crummy letter? Here it is. Did the donee receive it? Yes, here's confirmation the donee received it. Okay. Then you gave a present interest for a future benefit of the trust, but you gave the present interest by telling via a crummy letter that this person, your donee, has access to the money you put in there. All right. Hang tight. There's a lot going on here, I know, but it's fun, actually. So, as is the cost of the IRS administrating these rules. Okay, whatever. That seems weird to me, but okay. Further, because crummy powers can be granted to an unlimited number of beneficiaries, these powers can be given to multiple discretionary beneficiaries, most of whom are never intended to receive a distribution from the trust for the primary purpose of shielding a larger trust contribution from gift tax. I don't know how they could state most, but okay, we'll go with it. All right, so what they're going to do here? What they're going to do, check this out. This is freaking, I was stunned by this. So let me show you what's going on. We'll draw it up here. The PVC pipe of knowledge. All right, it just had some ice cream, so I got sugar running through my bones, and I'm fired up. So right now, you got your old buddy, we had Penelope on there, Penelope, our resident bot, and she can give me $18,000, she can give Charlotte $18,000, she can give Kevin $18,000, Maddie $18,000, Chloe $18,000, my other kids, Liam, $18,000. So she can give, that's six. I don't know what that is. So that's about, basically, it's a little bit less than $100,000. $88,000 or something like that. I don't know what it is. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, $88,000. Man, I'm so smart. All that reduces her estate if she's worried about future estate tax, which she should be, and none of it's taxable to her, none whatsoever. And it's none taxable to us. The gift that we receive is not taxable. Now, there could be capital gain or something like that, because, well, if it's a property, we'd inherit her cost basis, but we'd pay no tax on the recipient of that gift, none whatsoever. And she can do that till she's blue in the face. I had a client, this is a long time ago, I was still a producer. She had 5 grandkids or something like that, and we had 529s for the grandkids. My client was the son of this wealthy lady, and she had, I think back then you could do 5 years of the annual exclusion, which was $12,000. Yeah, so you could do like $60,000, and I think she had 5. This guy had 5 kids, if memory serves. I can't remember, but she could put like $300,000 into. This is like in 2005 into 529 plans. None of it subject to estate tax or gift tax. Excuse me, none of it, because that was what the 529's rules. I think there still are. You can give 5 years up front without being subject to gift tax, and that was. I mean, I'd never forget. I was like, damn, I'd never seen anyone do that. It was crazy. Cause I mean, I didn't have that many rich clients living in the Shenandoah Valley, but she was. She wasn't my client. It was her son. And that guy, a weird guy, but that guy was crushing. He's a big real estate guy, a young guy. And I said, man, he's got kahunas of iron, because some of these endeavors he'd take on, I'm sure he's crushing right now financially. But a weird dude. Anyway, so in this case, you got, so Penelope's saying, all right, Josh, you guys are the best, and we know we are. So we're going to give you, each of you guys, $18,000 a year, and we're going to do it every year. So every year we're going to reduce my estate, this is what Penelope says, by $88,000, another $80,000, all those years. So she keeps doing that, and her estate keeps going down. So her taxable estate right now is not a huge issue, but there are some people that got taxable estates, especially if you live in Massachusetts, Maryland. New Jersey doesn't have an estate tax anymore. It's an inheritance tax, or they get rid of the inheritance tax and have the estate tax. I can't remember. But anyway, there's a couple of the states. Oregon, I think. I forgot. We'll have to do another video on that. In this case, so she's reducing her taxable estate by these gifts. All right. So what Sniffy Joe wants to do, well, check this out. This is nuts, dude. Sniffy Joe says the proposal would define a new category of transfers without regard to the existence of any withdrawal or put rights, and would impose an annual limit of $50,000 per donor. Per donor. At least he's indexing it for inflation. Per donor. This is donee right here. So we got one donor and 6 donees. $88,000. Sniffy Joe would say, no. What we're going to do is we're going to give you $50,000 annual exclusion per donee. That's it. That's it. Anything above that is subject to gift tax, again, to Penelope. Not to the recipient, but to the gifter, the grantor, if you will. This new $50,000 limit would not provide an exclusion in addition to the annual per donee exclusion. Rather, it would be a further limit on the amounts that could otherwise qualify for the annual exclusion. Thus, the donor's transfers in a new category to single year in excess of 50,000 schmackaroonies are subject to gift tax. They would be taxable, even if the total gifts to each individual donee did not exceed $18,000. The new category would include transfers in trust, transfers of interest with pass-through entities, the proposal would be effective for gifts made after 2024. So again, he's telling you, we're going to freaking tax you to smithereens, dudes. You've done a good job of saving money. And then he's got something on getting rid of, essentially, I haven't read the whole thing, generation skipping transfers as well. So he's basically trying to eliminate your ability to get money out of your estate without being subject to taxation. And the funny thing is, you've already paid the tax, dude. You've already paid. When you accumulate the money, you've already paid the tax. Because you had to get some kind of income in which to accumulate the said asset. You paid taxes when you received that income, for sure. And if it's in the estate, if it's a non-IRA, if you accumulated taxes on the capital gain interest, any kind of dividends that you've added there as well. So this is just adding pain to say, look, I'm trying to make a generational trust wealth building to my kids and grandkids. And Sniffy Joe is saying, no, we don't want you to do that. We're going to allow you to have $50,000 a year as an annual exclusion per donor, not per donee. It's crazy. Shocking, man. It's freaking... I mean, again, I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but if Sniffy Joe and his ilk of radical Marxists take over next year, a la Obama in 2008, these things are coming to fruition. Oh, but Trump, he bothers me with his mean tweets. Okay, well, he bothers me with his adamant pushing of you know what I'm saying? I'm the grandfather of the I'm like, Trump, shut the heck up, you freaking fool. No one wants to hear that, Trumpster. Anyway, love your thoughts. So you might want to start thinking about your gifting strategy like right now. All right, God bless. We'll see you.